In the previous video, we discussed why it is important to research your competition. You also learned what factors you should account for when doing your research. But we haven't fully established how to properly identify your competition to help you define your own position within the market. And that's what we'll discuss in this video. Identifying your competition for a keyword is fairly straightforward. You simply Google the keyword you want to rank for and check the search results. But that's only the first step. In the next video, we'll actually show you how to carry out good competitor research based on Googling your potential keywords. For now, let's focus on a couple of things you need to be aware of when identifying your competition. Of course, there's different ways of going about researching your competition. We distinguish two main options. You can pick a number of direct competitors and analyze what they're doing SEO-wise to see whether you stack up. Or you can research every keyword in your keyword list and see what the top ranking pages are doing to rank for that specific keyword. In this course, we'll take that last approach, because it allows you to tie your competitor research directly to your own keyword strategy. Moreover, as we'll see later in this video, your keyword competitors may not be limited to a number of companies which resemble you closely. Your competition is much broader than that. Sure, to properly assess your position in the market, analyzing your close competitors' entire websites can be a great strategy. Knowing what external links they receive from other websites, for example, could be of great help when you're trying to build backlinks. But in the context of this course, focusing on keyword competition makes the most sense. Let's explore what factors you have to account for in your keyword strategy. First of all, every keyword comes with a different intensity of competition and thus requires separate research. In most cases, the big fish can focus on head terms, while the smaller fish often have to settle for crumbs. We've already talked about finding the sweet spot between optimizing for keywords with a lot of traffic potential and keywords you have a chance of ranking for. That's why going down the tail is so important. By now, this probably seems obvious, but it's easy to get bogged down focusing on a couple of key competitors in your market. You should analyze every keyword individually and draw conclusions from the actual rankings themselves. And don't forget, you may need to readdress these conclusions over time. Empires rise and fall. New opportunities may arise. Keywords that used to be promising may be pounced on by others quickly. And you should update your keyword research sheet accordingly. Secondly, who you're competing with depends on your own business and niche. We've already talked about finding a niche, but there are some other factors as well. If you write in English, for example, it's much harder to rank for head terms than if you write in Dutch. Or imagine running a local business. In that case, trying to rank top 3 for terms worldwide generally doesn't make any sense. And make no mistake, this happens a lot. You're better off optimizing your local SEO to make sure that you rank for local searches. And Google is becoming better and better at recognizing whether someone has a local search intent. If you type in dentist, for example, the first results are often taken by dentists near your current location. Moreover, when you type in dentist, the search bar autofill function will suggest near me, which helps Google to understand that people are in fact looking for a result close to their current location. You shouldn't use words like near me in your keyword list though, because it's not something you can optimize for using keywords. You should optimize for local SEO separately. And we've added a couple of tips on how to optimize for a local audience in the reading materials. On the other hand, we've already mentioned that your competition may be broader than just your direct competitors. Sometimes this makes perfect sense and presents an opportunity to learn. Take a look at what happens when you Google best solar panels. You probably expect online solar panel shops to dominate the rankings, as it's most important for their type of business to rank. But that's not what happens. Google, in this case, prefers ranking pages with information over ranking retailers. Because people searching for best solar panels are probably looking for information rather than a biased product page. So by analyzing the type of competition you encounter near the top of the search results, you can draw conclusions about the type of content you should provide. A purely informational piece, as we've discussed earlier, can be a great way of funneling visitors to your products eventually. Competitor research can offer great insight into what types of content are likely to reach your audience. In the end, what's most important is that you properly assess your competition for every keyword. Then consider your own position and resources. Finally, adjust your strategy accordingly. Consider whether you can rank, whether your site fits with the results you find, and what you have to offer that others don't. In the next video, we'll show you exactly how to get the most out of Googling your potential keywords and analyzing the top search results.